I wanted to go over this even example with you since we didn't have a chance to go over it in class. So here's our opportunity for review. All right, so we're going to look at the problem here. A recent census revealed that 40% of students mainly use Macs. The rest mainly use PCs. At the time of the census, 67% of the school's students were undergraduates. The rest were graduate students. It also says in the census, 23 respondents were graduate students who said they use PCs as their main computers. Suppose we select a student at random from among those in this census. Okay, we got an issue here. All right, so let's make a two-way table for this chance process, and then we're going to construct a Venn diagram. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is I'll make the two-way table. Oh, thought I was making a better rectangle on this. Take two, right? Perfect. And I'll make it a bit bigger. You want a nice two-way table here. All right. Allow me to make it bigger. Nope, that's all right. Okay, so I'm going to make several columns here. You might be asking why I'm making 3 columns. I want to make some room for my totals. All right. So first thing I'm going to be dealing with are, let's see, Macs. Oops. PCs. And grads and undergrads. And then down here should be my total. Well, let's see. A census revealed that 40% of its students mainly used Macs. So that 40% is going to be represented in both of these here. So I'm going to hold off on filling that in. But I can fill in that, let's see, should be 40 here, which means it said the rest use mainly PCs. So that means that would give me 60 right here. Okay? So then it said in the census, 23 of the respondents were graduate students who said that they use PCs as their main computers. So I'm going to go to grads here. For PCs, I'm going to fill in 23. Key is here, I'm going to be filling in the information they give me, and hopefully I can use this to fill some stuff in the end. The rest use mainly, okay, and it also tells me 67% of the school's students were undergraduates. So I can fill in 67 right here. So what I can do now is just fill in the blanks. 60 plus 40 gives me 100. Okay, so I like that. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make these out of 1,000. That way, if I end up getting decimals for my percentages, I can account for that. All right, so now what I can do is I can just start thinking, where can these other numbers come in here? So then I have 230 plus something is supposed to give me 600. So I'll do 600 minus 230, and I get 370. It allows me to do a little bit of work here. So now I can do 670 minus 370, which gives me 300. As you can see, now I can just quickly fill in some blanks. Grads, I can fill in 100 because 100 plus 300 gives me 400. Add up the grad column, I get 330. And everything seems to shake up okay, because if I add up 330 and 670, I get 1,000. If I add up 400 and 600, I get 1,000 as well. I have 300 and 370, I get 670. 100 and 230, 330. So that's the key. Fill in what you know and then go from there. And as you see, I didn't necessarily need these extra zeros. I put them in just in case I ended up getting decimals. So if I really want to, I can get rid of the zeros here. And they'll still work in the case of this problem. So I'm going to do that. Why not? If I don't need them. All right, so now I filled in a two-way table. Now it's asking me to make a Venn diagram to represent the setting. I'm going to do that next. So now the Venn diagram, I can come up with a number of Venn diagrams here, frankly. They don't tell me what it has to look like particularly. They just tell me construct a Venn diagram to represent this setting. So I could do Macs. So that's what I think I'll do. I'll do Macs and undergrads. Why? It really doesn't matter. I mean, I could have done PCs and undergrads, PCs and grads, Macs and grads. The key is to take one from here and then one from here, and I can make a Venn diagram. So I have a lot of different choices. So I will start with I'll do Macs and grads. Why not? So Macs and grads. And then anything outside the box are going to represent people who are undergraduates and people who use PCs. So let's see. I am looking at my grads who use Macs. My grads who use Macs are right here, the 10. So I'm going to fill that in right here. Now, this whole circle here, represents all my grads. So I'm going to look for my grad total, which I have here is 33. So 33 minus 10 gives me 23. So in here represents the grads who do end up using PCs or who don't use Macs. Now, for the next one here, I want to look at all my Mac users. So that's going to be 40. And then I can fill in the part here of those who are undergrads, which is going to be 30, because technically those are the Mac users, the total Mac, who aren't graduates. So then whoever doesn't fall in here, I've got 30 plus 10 plus 23, 30, 10, 23. That means the only people I ended up using in this Venn diagram are right here, the 37. So I can put them right here on the outside. And you could have done this a number of different ways. It's just like construct a Venn diagram. I can even do another one. Why not? I'll do that just so you can see how I could do this. Maybe you can do this one. I'll construct another Venn diagram here. Let's see, I'll make my rectangles a bit big. That's good. So again, I'll make some circles. Good enough. All right, and then this time, maybe I'll do PC users and undergraduates. So I'm going to go up to my table again. I'll do this in green. PC users who are undergraduates. If I look over here, hey, 37. PC undergraduates, 37. It's right here in my table. I'll fill in 37. So then I want to look at all my undergraduates, right? I represented those who use PC. The ones who don't are the 30. They're going to be on the outside here. Now, once again, I'm going to go to all my PC users. Yep, and let's see. I am looking for PC users who aren't undergraduates. So I use the 37. Now I'm going to go with the 23. Plug it in here. Now I come back to it. Which one haven't I used? The 10. I'm just going to go on the outside. So that's all they were looking for here. You could have done a number of Venn diagrams for this. These are just a couple of examples. So hopefully this helps you with A and B. And then it says, consider the event. The randomly selected student is a graduate student and use a Mac. Write this event in symbolic form based on your Venn diagram in part B. Okay, so what does that mean? So it says, consider the randomly selected student is a graduate student. So I'm going to do the probability of a graduate student and uses a Mac. So I'll use M. Probability of that graduate student and uses a Mac is 10 out of 100 because I'm looking at my tool. It doesn't say anything about only yet. Now it says find the probability of the event described in part C. Hey, I already did that. There you go. Symbolic form based on your Venn diagram. I think I'm good. I think I'm covered here. I've answered A, B, C, and D. So if you have any questions about this, feel free to email me or let me know, but I just wanted to walk you through this. So now you have a reference to check number 56 if you had any trouble. Or if you got something different, let me know.